We should take a minute to appreciate what we're seeing as the Warriors return to championship contender status. Kevin Durant now plays on a different coast. Thompson didn't play a single NBA minute from June 2019 to January 2022. Steph Curry missed 104 games over the last 3 years, and entering the 2021-22 season, few considered Golden State anything but another team in a stacked Western Conference. That's not exactly the case, as the Warriors will look to close out the Nuggets in Game 5. Today's video will be about how exactly the Warriors have been dominant and took a 3-0 lead before falling short in Game 4 against the Denver Nuggets. There is one major difference for Golden State as the franchise chases another championship. The Splash Brothers have become the Splash Triplets over the last week, with Golden State now sporting a trio of guards that can light up the scoreboard on any given night. Curry and Thompson combined for 53 points on 19 of 37 from the field, yet neither future Hall of Famer was the best Warriors guard for the third game in a row. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Why do you think the Warriors have been so much better than the Nuggets? I would love to hear from you, so please hit the comment section and let me know. Let's keep rolling. The Dubs trio of stars, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Jordan Poole, combined for 80 points as the Warriors beat the Denver Nuggets 118-113 in Game 3 last week. The Splash Brothers scored 27 and 26 points respectively, with 22-year-old Poole continuing his breakout season as he contributed 27 in Golden State's road win in Denver. Thompson, who also continues his remarkable comeback from a 2-year-long injury layoff, praised Poole's development. "I don't remember a better start for a playoff debut for a guard. It's incredible what Jordan's doing," Thompson said after the game. "We need him to go where we want to go, and we need him to keep doing what he's doing." Although Poole cooled off a bit in Game 4, scoring just 11 points on 3 of 10 shooting, it was his stellar play in Games 1-3 that gave the team a commanding 3-0 lead before narrowly losing to the Nuggets. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr has utilized the 3-guard lineup of Curry, Thompson, and Poole effectively in the opening 2 games of the series in California, giving his team the requisite bursts late in halves to overcome the Nuggets. In Game 3, the trio made 28 of 48, or 58.3% attempts from the field, and 12 of 27, 44.4% from three-point range as they provided Nuggets coach Michael Malone with no end of matchup headaches. Curry, Thompson, and Poole became the third trio in Warriors history, and first since 1989 to each record 25 points and 50% shooting in a playoff game. The Warriors were bullied on the glass, went hot and cold from downtown, had too many sloppy passes and bad turnovers, plus missed far too many free throws. Nuggets star Nikola Jokic proved why he's about to win his second straight MVP too, scoring 37 points with 18 rebounds and 5 assists. Jordan Poole played through left elbow pain and scored 27 points. Klay Thompson dropped 26, and Steph Curry, in his third straight game off the bench, scored 27 as he played 31 minutes, his second highest of the series. He logged almost 37 minutes in Game 4. The Warriors entered a hostile environment and came out with the all-important Game 3 win. Here are the 3 takeaways from the game. Number 1. 3-point barrage. Golden State couldn't have been streakier behind the line in Denver. In the first quarter, they went 5 for 12 on 3-pointers and 9 for 11 on 2-point shots. The Warriors then made 6 of their first 7 3-pointers in the second quarter before opening the third and going completely cold. 6 of their first 7 shots in the third quarter were 3-pointers. Only 1 went through the net. They went 2 for 9 for the quarter and entered the fourth down by 2. In the fourth, the Warriors went 4 for 10 and shot 45% on 40 3-point attempts for the night. Speaking of 3-pointers, number 2, GP for 3? Gary Payton II made an immediate impact off the bench, draining a 3-pointer and finishing a fast break layup on back-to-back possessions upon entering. His defense always will be his calling card, but it was his stroke from long distance that made a huge difference. As Curry and company drove to the hoop, Jokic sagged off Payton and dared him to shoot from deep. Payton accepted the challenge, and Denver paid the price. In the first half alone, he was a perfect 4 for 4 from the field and made all 3 of his wide-open 3-point attempts, giving him 11 points in his first 9 minutes. Payton has proven time and time again that he can be the perfect energizer for the Warriors off the bench. If he can hit shots like this, though, good luck to Golden State's opponents. Oh yeah, his defense was pretty important too, helping him finish as a +10 in 14 minutes off the bench. Number 3. Closing out the Nuggets in Game 5. Kerr and Curry made it clear ahead of Game 4 that the Warriors weren't looking past the Nuggets and first had to take care of business. They weren't able to, and will now look to defeat the Nuggets in Game 5. Poole gave all Warriors fans a scare when he had to exit for a period of time in Game 3 and was stuck to the bench with a heating pad on his left elbow. Draymond Green rolled his left ankle and gutted his way through the rest of the game. Curry is still recovering from a left foot sprain, and Thompson, Andre Iguodala, and Otto Porter Jr. didn't play both games of a back-to-back in the regular season. If they can get that 5th win, they can hopefully rest before round 2. The Warriors, especially after their Game 4 loss, know a victory won't be easy when they face the Nuggets again in Game 5. It's never been more important. This may very well be remembered as the Jordan Poole series in future years. Through 3 playoff games, he's turned in perhaps one of the most notable breakouts in recent memory. Consider this. Poole's 95 points through his first 4 playoff games trails only Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson this postseason. His 13 threes are topped by only Maxi Kleber. Poole is shooting 66.6% from the field against Denver, turning in the postseason's most efficient scoring barrage. A challenging Golden State attack is downright terrifying when Poole is lighting up the scoreboard. Draymond Green continues to power Golden State on both ends, controlling the contest for significant stretches in each of the first 4 games. Green tallied 15 assists and 1 turnover through the Warriors' first 2 games. Green finished Game 4 with 13 points on 5 for 6 shooting. You could argue he was the best player on the floor for significant stretches. Green came out with a fury in the first quarter in front of a raucous Denver crowd in Game 3. He tallied 5 points, 4 assists, and 3 denials at the rim in the game's first 10 minutes, and he completed his 17th career playoff game with at least 10 assists, 6th most among active players, by the final buzzer. Green remains a lethal trap breaker in 4-on-3 situations. He orchestrates Golden State's offense with aplomb, directing traffic as he fires lasers to Curry for triples and drops dimes to a cutting Thompson for easy layups. And while Green's ability to thrive as a point center is relatively unprecedented, his offensive impact pales in comparison to his defensive brilliance. His skill on that end was on full display in the final minute. You might recall that before falling to 3-0, Denver had one final opportunity that game, trailing 116 to 111 with 34.7 seconds remaining. Reigning MVP Nikola Jokic secured positioning deep into the lane before receiving the ball, with an easy score arriving shortly thereafter against nearly any other defender. Not Green. Golden State's do-it-all maestro timed Jokic's dribbles and swiped at the third bounce, poking the ball away to generate Denver's 18th turnover of the night. The play was an impressive physical maneuver in its own right. The Warriors have been on a tear to start the playoffs, and the Nuggets have to make sure they bring it once again in Game 5 to stay alive. And what do you guys think? How far do you see the Warriors going this postseason? I would love to hear back from you, so please hit the comment section and let me know. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you want to hear more NBA stories from around the league.